Hello and welcome to our next installment of Get to Know Your IFVP Member Board. We are here with Tul Luketai. Did I say that correctly, Tul? Good, good. I'm Sunny. I'm a board member as well, and I'm interviewing all of our board members. So today we're with Tul. It's 10 p.m. in Chicago, where I am, and it is 10 a.m. in Bangkok, where Tul is. So very cool that we can be talking at the same time, but he's a day ahead of me. It's my Friday night, his Saturday morning. So, Tul, tell us your name, where you're based, your company.
My name is Tul Luketai. I'm from Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is a little bit north from Thailand, about 1 hour by flight. Mm-hmm. And my company is Deco Modern Studio, and the second company is the Sensei Visual. Yep.
Wonderful. And how many years have you worked as a visual practitioner?
It's about 4.5 years. Yeah.
And how did you find out about it? How did you get into it? What's your story?
I am an architect by trade, and about 5 years ago, when I get involved in the TEDx event in Thailand, and one of the TEDx organizers mentioned about some kinds of graphic recording, and he showed me the clips video from the other TEDx event in some country I don't remember, and he encouraged me to do that, and I started to learn. And at that time, it's just the first time I heard about the graphic recording, and I have a lot of questions about that. I try to search in articles in Google and YouTube to see what is it, and then it's the first step into this world. Yeah.
Yeah. And what made you decide to join the board of IFVP?
Since I have worked with the graphic recording stuff for a couple of years, and I try to, because in Thailand they have really few people know about that and even working with that, and I try to search in Google that they have other community in the world, and then I found out that IFVP, and then I started to look into the website, and I want to join that.
That's fantastic. And what is it that you like about serving as a board member for IFVP?
So before I decided to join the board, I think that some of my expertise could help IFVP in terms of the corporate design, the brandings, and maybe the website in the near future. And from that reason, I want to contribute some of my expertise as well as learn from the other board member as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we have so many amazing people who make up our community. So what do you think the next level is for the world of the visual practice, graphic recording, graphic facilitation? What's the next level, in your opinion?
Hopefully, I would like to firstly, maybe I try to raise the awareness of the benefits of the graphics recording, graphic facilitation amongst my community, as well as some of my colleagues, to know that they have a lot of benefit if we can apply the graphic recording methodologies or even the visual thinking to help the business in many ways.
It must be very interesting because you're a pioneer in your region, right? You just told me there's not a lot of people in Thailand who know what it is. So what kind of challenges do you find you have trying to educate your market about this service that we know is beyond value? It's invaluable, in my opinion, many times.
Since I work involved with the graphic recording for a while, I just found a little few people that have learned the course from US according to the graphic recording. But in terms of the continuous as the professional, I found no one in Thailand before. And afterward, when I have to communicate with my client, even colleague, about what is the graphic recording, graphic facilitation is, they have a lot of questions I have to answer. But from my experience, the explanation, it's not work well if compared to the implementation. When I show them the clips, when I demonstrate some of my graphic recording in some event and conference, it's everyone it's love it. They're surprised what I'm doing. Besides, before that, when I explained, they didn't quite get the concept that you're just drawing cartoon or whatever. I think that the implementation is the best way.
Yeah, absolutely. You're so right. You're so right. So share a little bit about what you're working on with the IFVP board. What are you doing, and what kind of benefits are you hoping to bring to our members?
Right now I'm working with the news logo, the themes of the corporate identities of the IFVP. And second phase, I would like to put my hands on the website, try to design a user interface website. And afterward, maybe help in the graphic design with the documents and whatever that to the graphic communication of the IFVP to the member.
Cool. And what inspires you? What inspires you as a human being, but what inspires you as a member of the IFVP and even as a board member?
Actually, I have passion since I was a kid. I love to draw everything, like since I was a member, 5-6 years old. But at that time, I quite unfortunately that my teacher and my friend, only my teacher didn't like it. That because she think that I'm not
paying attention
to the class. I just draw things. But afterward, I still lucky that I have selected my career as an architect, which is I'm still have chance to use my passion with my work. And the best thing that when I found out that they have these kinds of community, the graphic recorders, graphic facilitators, that one's of my best work I like. I love to continue working with these kinds of stuff.
That's great. And so where do you see yourself after your board member term? Do you want to reapply to be a board member, or do you want to take a little step back, and what are your plans?
I prefer to reapply for the board member because I still thinking I have so many works to get it done before this term. And I would to contribute everything I can to the IFVP.
I love that enthusiasm. So pretend that you're 10 years from now and you are looking back on the work and the time you've put into the IFVP. What do you think you'll be remembered for as a board member? Or what do you hope to be remembered for as a board member?
I hope I could left something valuable to the IFVP. Whatever I want my work to speak of my word, and more sober in next 10 years, I hope to establish the locals community in Thailand according to the graphic recorders and graphic facilitator, and hope this kinds of methodology could be split in the society, in the university, in the schools, in the corporates. Yeah, to help them.
It's really interesting because all of the board members that I've interviewed so far, and when I ask this question, you all say the same thing, you know, that if someone says we have to have a meeting, regardless of the industry, the first thing people think is we need a graphic recorder or a graphic facilitator. You know, before we even book the room, before we even send invites, we need a graphic recorder.
That's right.
And then just one last question. So if someone were interested in joining the IFVP board and they weren't convinced, what would you tell them to help sway them to join the board?
Please join us. I live from half the world far from IFVP, and I have really my passion to join the board, which means whatever, wherever you live in the world, please join the IFVP and help the community growing and growing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Tul. I appreciate it, as I'm sure all of our members do. And I look forward to working with you in the future as we continue forward.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sunshine.
Bye, Tul.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.